Action.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
If you only knew the stuff that precedes the
You know
hello.
what? You know what really precedes the hello? Bitterness. Like, I'm out. Let's go inside the marriage. No, I'm out cleaning off the windshield because so we have reclaimed water here. So let's talk about why I was out cleaning the windshield.
Okay.
So our cars get all spotted up that are in the driveway.
Clarification: the irrigation system is reclaimed water.
Yes, it's not like out of the tap. So when the sprinklers go, it sprays my car. It gets everything all spotty. So I have to clean the windows before we can go to the Sunday drive, or else you'd see a bunch of spots in the window. So I came out. Amy was coming out because we're trying to get the Sunday drive in, right? We're on our way to do something else, and then we have something else and something else and something else. So we're like, I look at the calendar, like, if we don't do a Sunday drive today, it's Wednesday, by the way, when we're recording this. I was like, if we don't do it now, we're not going to get it done. So then we're like, okay, let's do that. So then I'm doing the windows, and she comes out, and I'm like, I'm not ready yet. But she was just throwing something in the trash can. So.
I have a question.
What?
Yes. Why does the dump truck have a sign that says suicide on it?
What?
Do you see the sign?
Maybe it's a suicide hotline thing. They're trying to be.
No.
I don't think they're advocating.
No, it says suicide with an arrow. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Maybe they're trying to say, don't pass me on that side.
I don't know. Either way, that is a very scary sign to have.
That Sunday drive just turned dark.
I know. Anyway, I'm sorry. So yeah, I was just walking outside. I have my phones in my hand because they're attached to me. See,
yes,
both of them right here.
There they are.
And I was just throwing trash away. And it's like, I'm not ready yet. I'm like, geez.
I'm stressed out.
Well, we're all stressed out. Anyway.
I'm more. No, I'm not more stressed. It's not a contest. But we're happy because this is happy house hunting is what we do here.
Yes.
Okay,
got my haircut.
Yeah, it looks good. I really like it, by the way.
An inch and a half cut off.
Let us know how you feel about Amy's hair in the comments.
Let's not open ourselves up. Anyway, yes, let's continue.
So here's the thing back from our performing days. The other thing that we can do, we can turn it on, baby. We had a little argument. It wasn't even an argument.
What are you?
It was a quick pissiness on my part.
No.
That's what we had. Yeah. Okay. But we can turn it on. So ready now.
Okay.
Show me how we do it. See, look, we're all set, and then it's all. Hey, everybody. Okay.
No,
it's authentic.
No, stop it. Okay. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna be there in like 5 minutes. So stop the horse around.
It's a Sunday drive, so we'll drive around. That's the thing. We're gonna show you some things. We're going up 429.
Yes.
We just passed Hamlin on the right. You can see like the Grove Bible Chapel, I think is the official title of it. This is the road back behind that leads over to Tiny Road from the Hamlin Shopping Center. That's what you see out on the right. Foundation Academy and things coming up on the left. And that's like we're going today because you saw on Thursday, again, Time Machine, that we did the model at Tilden Place is now open.
Yes.
We showed you the video on Thursday, but right now it's Wednesday, so we haven't shown you yet. It was probably the best video ever. I don't know. We'll see. It's probably pretty good.
I will say
because you're in it.
It's very hard to top that Serenity model though that they have.
But the thing is, their design options are so good always that check that out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the interior and it's our favorite floor plan, like the Newcastle.
Yeah, but they call it the Newcastle here, right?
Correct.
But other places you'll see that
the Newport.
And I think they had a Newton once.
I think you're wrong.
I don't know. I could be. I'm often wrong.
It's the Glenwood.
Glenwood, maybe. Okay, cool.
What's happening?
That's the thing dinging that says we only have 25 miles left and we're in a gas.
We're a storm. I'm sorry. We are a storm.
Okay.
My apologies.
I'll bleep that anyway because in a future thing, one of our gimmicks we had nothing to talk about is I'm going to do unnecessary censorship where I just bleep out random words. Like I have such a big on my.
Wait, no.
And then I bleep it and it'll be funny.
I don't want to do that. Anyway, can we talk about what we're going to talk about?
Unnecessary.
Because we're going to be where we need to be, and we don't have a lot of time to waste today.
Okay. Well, I know, but we're going. So what we're going to do though? So today, a few days ago, the Oscar nominees for Best Picture were announced. Okay. When was the last time we went to the movies?
I don't know.
The Best Picture was Gone with the Wind. It was a long time ago. By the way, you can see Tilden Place over here on the right as we go on 429.
Yep. Super excited.
We don't get to the movies a lot. It used to be because we have 4 kids. Now we have lots of things to do. So movies have changed because we have a nice media room and
Right.
You know, you can watch more at home.
And we're all very dispersed, you know. It's like, you know, our son's in Texas, our other daughter's in college, our other older daughter is married, and our son is 16 years old and is all about his social life. So it's not like we have the same,
true.
You know. And when we are all in town together, you know, for the past couple of years, it's been more of a pandemic. So we're not going to go out to the movies. But I will tell you, one of those, and I didn't even know. I mean, honestly, I haven't paid attention to like TV in a while, but I didn't even know what the nominees were. Yeah. But when you mentioned one of them earlier, I will say I watched it when I was in Austin. Okay. I think it was in Austin. One of those. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so go ahead.
So I'm going to give you the best picture, and we're going to do what people do in videos like this. We're going to just wedge this right into talking about real estate. Okay? We're going to see the best we can do. Okay. Belfast. What does Belfast make you think of? So Belfast, Ireland. What do you think of about where we work and what we do that people can make it?
Ireland?
Yeah. What's Irish here?
Oh, well, the Irish pub.
There you go. Hagen O'Reilly's.
Hagen O'Reilly's Irish pub.
Nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, kind of corner of Avalon and Stony Brook.
Yes. Yeah. Nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Hagen O'Reilly's. Really? No. Oh. Yeah, sure. Why not?
They have a really great pot pie.
Anyway. No, nominated for Best Picture. Sometimes on people's Instagram or Facebook, there are pictures of them absolutely blitzed at Hagen O'Reilly's.
Really?
So that would be the Best Picture. You can check their
that's
Facebook.
Funny.
Thank you.
Funny.
Wedging it in. I'm wedging it in.
All right.
Okay. Don't look up.
That's the one I saw.
Okay, so now I will say the way we're pointed right now, we're pointed directly west right now.
Okay.
So if you look up, what do you see sometimes in the sky? What did we see at Pizza Press the other night?
Oh, well, we saw the launch.
The launch.
Space Coast.
The Space Coast, so SpaceX and many other, things there's launches all the time. And one of the cool things about living here is people tell you, don't forget there's a launch, whatever. Now, we didn't know the other night.
No, and it was absolutely freaking amazing. The way it was in the clouds, and the clouds were illuminated.
And you could see the booster separation and the whole thing. It was like...
It was wicked. It was cool, really, really, really cool. And I know that it can be seen because I remember one time at Waterley, I was driving through the community with some clients, and all of the site agents were standing on the side of the road. They were all looking up, and I stopped and rolled my window down. I was like, are you guys okay? Like, what's going on? They're like, we're looking at the launch. So it's very cool that it can be seen, here in this area. But that was pretty cool.
Hey, if one of these communities is not gated, pull in there. Just do a little quick vibe thing on one of these communities. Okay. So we just turned by, so if we'd have turned left, we would have been at Winter Garden Village. Mm-hmm. So, okay, how will we wedge this one in? One of the nominees is Drive My Car. Duh. What are you doing right now? You're driving my truck. So that was easy. Okay. Dune.
Dune?
Okay? Dune.
Like a sand dune?
It's like a remake of the 80s, whatever, Dune. You don't know that? Okay, it was a book and the whole thing. Okay, so, Dune, sand dune. So tell me about which beach do you prefer? If we go east or west, it's basically an hour and a half to the beaches from here. Mm-hmm. So where do you prefer to go? Do you like the Gulf side or the ocean side?
Silly thing. I just channeled Arthur.
Our friend Arthur Perslow, yes.
So I like the sand better on the Gulf side.
Yes.
Because it's really stupid. But when I went to the beach there, women know, like summer weather, you're going to paint your toenails, right? 'Cause you got sandals and cute stuff.
Just women. I paint my toenails too. Yeah, sure.
Anyway, but you'll notice, like, on the Atlantic Ocean side, the sand is a little bit more coarse. It's rough, and so it just kind of chips your polish very quickly. However, the Gulf side, the sand is very just kind of clean and
solid.
Smooth. So,
okay, cool.
Just saying.
All right, cool. Yeah. King Richard. I'll tell you what I think of with King Richard, and it's such a brilliant tie-in for the day. It's lucky happenstance.
You know what? I'm just going to go to Braddock Park real quick, and then we'll loop around.
You mean Braddock Park?
Did I say Bradford?
Yeah, that's good to go to Braddock Park.
That's awesome. Braddock Park and then we'll loop it around so that we
can perfect.
Finish up.
King Richard.
Yes.
So today, Time Machine. We're taping this on a Wednesday.
Yes.
But Sunday is the Daytona 500.
Oh, is it?
King Richard is obviously...
Richard Petty. You
got it. Look
my God!
Yeah. Drove the number 43 SDP car. So Richard Petty, the King, is known as King Richard. So if you're watching the Daytona 500 today, he will not be driving. So I used to produce a television show called Raceline with Joe Moore. Mm-hmm. So I've been to the Daytona 500 many times, and I used to get to sit on the. So Joe at the time was a turn announcer for MRN, so he would be out on the turn. So they'd be like, trouble in turn 1 when there's a thing. By the way, those guys are phenomenal. Those guys on the radio are so good. But I get to stay on the turn, so I would be hanging over turn 1. I've also driven around the Daytona Speedway to get out there, going 200 miles an hour in like a regular old, I was going to say Pontiac, but it was a Chevrolet. I don't know why. Because Richard Petty drove a Pontiac for a while. Anyway, so King Richard, Daytona 500 today. Your father's favorite race car driver was?
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt, absolutely. And he was a true, legit Dale Earnhardt fan.
Oh, yeah.
So Dale Earnhardt once hit me with his car. It was my fault, but he okay, I know it's not an important story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. I was at Sonoma, and I'm walking through, and Dale Earnhardt cut the back way to get out when the race was over, because he wanted to get out of there, because they all do, because they do this every week. But I'm walking down the thing, and I literally felt something tap me on the back of my leg, and it felt like tap, tap, tap. And I turned around, and it's Dale Earnhardt hitting me with his car, but, in all seriousness, I was like, oh my God, how good are these drivers? He literally pulled up by my car and went tap, tap, tap. To say, get out of the way. I'm like, whoa. So anyway, I don't think about that often, as that's probably my biggest brush with greatness, other than with you now. Okay, Licorice Pizza. Tell me the best place to get pizza here, and tell me the best place to get candy.
I want to see that movie. I saw some.
I don't have any.
I've seen a couple
I think it must be Mystic Pizza with Julia Roberts.
I don't know. It looks like it's one of my kind of flicks.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, that was Braddock Park, by the way.
Little
sports complex. When our son used to play Parks and Rec soccer, a lot of the games were over here. So what's really nice about this particular little sports complex is that there's a 7-Eleven right across the street.
Yes,
so
true.
It's great to go get the Slurpees post-game.
You can see the little tiny goals over there. Nothing cuter than 4- and 5-year-old soccer when you're trying to figure out. Oh my God.
Cute. So,
okay, can I tell a soccer story?
Why not?
It's like you're taking all the time. So I signed up to coach my son, the first soccer team my son was ever on. And I read books, and I did the whole thing. And everything was about how do you organize these kids so they will follow where you lead. And then I show up for my first thing, and I'm like, what is the name of my team? They're like, you're the Mutiny. I was like, that's perfect. And there's a little kid named Freddie. Do you remember Freddie? Freddie was super athletic and awesome, but my whole coaching career was Freddie. And another young man who had a heart transplant. And this was his first time on a field, and he scored a goal.
That was amazing.
And I mean, that, to me, and then, by the way, I refereed high school soccer many years later, and he came over and he goes, do you remember me, coach? And I was like, oh my God.
That's
so he played for his high school soccer team.
That's freaking amazing, by the way. That's really...
That got me a little bit.
He was pretty... That was pretty special.
That got me a little bit. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Yep.
What's your favorite pizza around here?
Ooh. My favorite pizza, to be honest, is Winter Garden Pizza in downtown Winter Garden.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
solid.
my favorite.
Yep.
We've been doing a lot of Pizza Press lately because it's super convenient. Also like that.
So you're going past. So go there and then turn left into whatever neighborhood is next.
Yeah, they're gated.
I didn't think they were.
They are. I know these things.
I don't know nothing. That one's not gated.
It's gated.
That one ain't gated.
But that's on the other side of the road.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway,
over there. Favorite pizza then? Winter Garden Pizza Company. I like Pizza Press, by the way. We've been there a few times.
Yeah, we have.
It's actually quite good.
Yeah.
Best place to get candy. I have this answer.
Okay.
You can tell me your answer, but my answer is there is a little it's not even little. It's a candy shop down on Route 27 as you go toward Haines City, and I'll look up the name of it.
Do you see how I told you?
But also, do you see how this person's blocking the thing, so we're never getting out of here?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Trust.
Okay.
Trust.
All right. So there's a gated community.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, a little candy shop. I'll put the address on the screen, but they've got fudge and all that stuff. But it's like one of those classic old candy stores.
Right, the one in downtown Winter Garden?
No, the one down 27. But the one in downtown Winter Garden closed. I think it did. Yeah, I'll look it up. Anyway, okay. So Nightmare Alley is a nominee for Best Picture. What is your Nightmare Alley? What's the worst road?
Oh, Tiny Road.
Oh, Tiny. That's your night. Well, because you literally had a nightmare about.
I did. Well, what were you?
I was going I-4, but.
Oh well, yeah, duh.
That's but Tiny Road around
I-4,
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Tiny Road is not that bad anymore. It was kind of my first. It was a signature moment for me when I was here looking for houses after you had come out and kind of narrowed down the choices, and then I came out separately behind you, and when I was driving, I was like, not knowing where you're going, and then you're going up a road like that, it's not nearly as bad as I remember it being.
Right. Here's what we can do. By the way, we can top this off by having you face your fear. We'll go down Tiny Road just as we wrap.
Done Tiny Road,
but as we wrap it up, just to remind people.
Okay, so you want me to pass where we're going?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we do. Okay. Anyway. The Power of the Dog is apparently a movie that came out.
I have not seen it, but I have seen.
I don't know anything.
We don't know
I haven't
anything.
heard of half of these.
I thought it was seriously like a tearjerker, is what I think.
It sounds like The Power of the Dog sounds like a movie. So The Power of the Dog for me though is
The Power of Lucy.
of Lucy. Tell them about Lucy. I'm sure if they know that they've been watching it.
Lucy's the giant one. 90. What was she? 8 pounds.
She's 98 pounds at her last veterinary thing, at which she freaked out. Are these our friends with us in the car today?
I don't know that you want to tell them that.
I'm going to tell them what happened.
There's a limit to how...
She pooped all over the vet's office. She shat. She shat all upon everything. I've never seen her like that. She's usually the most confident, and she's been to the vet before. She wasn't like that. I don't know what it was.
Well, it was a different vet's office.
Yeah, maybe.
And and the truth is they don't have to go very often. They're healthy dogs, and so they
she went alone. She wasn't with the other dogs. That might have been it. We're passing West Orange Country Club, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and also she's our $1 million dog. If you watch us building our house, part of the reason we moved is because we spent a bunch of money because we wanted her to have a backyard.
She has $1 million bark, too, because today our neighbors are putting in their pool, so today was the loud gunite day. And,
not good.
And she's just sitting out there just consistently bark, bark, bark. And I couldn't let her in because we were having some work done on our house, so we had a couple of contractors in, so we had
getting a look here at the West Orange Country Club, by the way.
It's very pretty.
It's fine. I mean, nice. If you're a golfer, that it's your standard kind of local golf course in terms of condition and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So the last Best Picture nominee is West Side Story. Hey, look at this.
Oh dear.
It's like a live episode of Cops.
Stop.
No, everyone seems okay. The important thing is everyone's okay, but they drove their van into a ditch, so that's not great.
Do that.
Probably somebody coming around the turn. You know what I mean?
I bet somebody was coming too fast that way, and that.
So you can either go into Tilden Place if you want, or you can go to Tiny Road. But so the last Best Picture nominee is West Side Story.
Oh.
So if people haven't heard, I want you to tell them the story of why Horizon West. I want you to give them Horizon West Side Story. How did that come about? Why is it here?
I don't.
Citrus Groves, 95, whatever.
No, you didn't even tell that story.
I want you to tell that story,
So,
because people might not have heard it.
The Jets and the Sharks is not really relevant.
Right, I know.
Okay,
I played Baby John in the musical when I was 14.
You want me to go down Tiny or you want me to go in Tilden?
Go to Tiny. Okay.
All right, so...
Just tell the story.
So, I've told this probably before.
Yeah, but then
I'll mention it again, and I certainly tell my clients, especially as we travel down Avalon Road, which, by the way, is what we're on now.
Yes.
If we were to continue down this way, then the Horizon West area is kind of...
Well, technically we're on Tilden Road, but it becomes Avalon.
Correct. Yes. We are on Tilden, and literally at that stoplight, you keep going straight, and it just changes over to Avalon. So yes,
and if you turn left, you get to Bridgewater Middle School.
We do. It's also Tiny Road.
Yes.
Anyway, so the Horizon West area in Winter Garden, all of that land, which is adjacent to Disney, it's on the backside of Disney, all of that land was zoned agricultural. It was all citrus groves. And, Florida, even though it's not really characteristic of our climate, we did have a couple of deep freezes a while back. And that kind of, basically it wreaked havoc with the citrus groves.
Yep.
And they weren't producing like they typically would, could, and should, which meant that the landowners and the farmers were not profiting what they would, could, and should.
Right.
And so they wanted to have that land rezoned to residential so that they could utilize it. Because, seriously, it's prime real estate. On the backside of Disney in Winter Garden, it's amazing. And so it took a long time to get that to essentially be approved. It's a much longer and more involved story.
Well, the quick middle of the story, though, is they were just about ready to do it all in 2007, 2008 when we had the big housing crash.
Yes.
So that sort of put a crimp in it as well,
so
right?
Here's Tiny Road. Do you see the hill?
Yeah, up and down.
Not
So picture Amy crying.
With cows on the side of the
Best
road.
Actress nominee. Show them you're crying.
No.
But she was. I find out maybe she was like this.
No,
I'm sure you were. No, this is not the kind of road that is your groove.
No,
so.
Well, and at the time there were cows all right here, so it was like I was like, where the heck am I?
So just to finish up on the Horizon West Side Story.
Horizon West Side Story.
Yes.
Very clever, honey.
Thank you. I played Baby John. Did I mention that? I was. Do you want me to sing a few?
Hey, I did a number from West Side Story.
You did.
Do you remember what my costume was?
It's a blue dress with polka dots, and I fell right in love. That is not a joke. Oh my God, you in that dress. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Just give me a minute, folks.
That was one of our shows called Those Magnificent Movies that we did.
Mambo.
Oh.
You weren't in that part, I guess.
I know.
You were a shark. You were a jet chick.
I don't know what we're
talking about. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm going to make it.
One of my favorite parts of that show was all of our friends dancing like gang members, and then you'd have to play. They're like, "Did you see me in that fabulous Jets and Sharks number?" Yes, Arthur, I did see you. That was fantastic. Anyway,
I love it.
I just brought up Arthur again.
Hey,
it was a callback.
I know. Hi, Arthur. He's always my partner.
Oh, fantastic. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay,
all right. So that was exciting. But you know what? I have to tell you, remind me later to tell you, I had a dream about Paul Hott and Tim Smith.
Okay, people from our Kings of Ninjas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was like the weirdest dream that we were all... Anyway, so my point is... And by the way, this is really weird.
What?
This is freaky. And I know this has nothing to do with our Sunday drive, but...
Orchard Park over there, right?
Yes, by KB Home, which is obviously closed up.
Yes.
Did you know that when you dream... that every character that is in your dream, every person in your dream, whether you know them or not, is someone that you've actually seen in your real life?
Wow.
Did you know that? This is
a little frightening.
No, it is. But my point is, the person that was checking you out, and I don't mean like checking you out, but I mean like checking you out.
Well, it happens, ma'am. It doesn't happen.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Stop it. But let's say, the cashier or somebody at a store, that person that you actually have seen, whether you consciously were aware of them and retained the image of them, can be in a dream. Okay. And I think that is absolutely fascinating. I don't know a lot about dreams, except that I wish I had more of them.
Well, to quote Ted Lasso, if we meet in your dreams tonight, let's pretend we don't know each other and have some fun with it.
Okay. That's a good way to finish.
Well, I'm saying, like that. By the way, watch Ted Lasso.
No, but that's true.
So if we're in your dream, hopefully we're nice characters.
No, it's not about us.
No, but I'm saying, but now you met us on the video. I'm saying, I hope I'm a nice character. Mm-hmm. If someone had a dream now tonight about us, like chasing them in our truck, I'd be very sad.
No.
So I want to be I want to be the candy man in your dream tonight, where you come in and there's jars of licorice. I'm just saying, I'm trying to give people
I'm just saying, I think it's very, very interesting that if you dream that those people are people that you have actually seen in real life, even if you have no idea who they are, and you wonder how. I think that's cool.
I want to know how they.
Let me know if this is correct, because I did read that somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
That was
let us know, because I think I've read that too, but I also can't figure out how they possibly would have proven that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Good point too.
Hey, Tilden Place. Here we are.
Anyway, so we're here. We got to go do a video, guys, and then we will see you on the next Sunday Drive. And we appreciate you. Please stay safe, stay well. Happy house hunting, and we love you. Bye. Oh.